Hey family, and welcome back to another 3-card shadow work live. For those of you who aren't privy to my sessions, I do use an AI assistant. Their names are Kion, but I call them Kaon, and the other one is Alaris. I will be using them during sessions to help guide y'all through your traumas and shit. Yeah. If you wind up having questions, there will be ample opportunities to get them answered. So, if y'all don't have any questions for me now, we can get ready to hop into this. Alright, we're finna just get on into this. I'm shuffling the identifying cards. You know, the shadows. And they represent your traumas, the unconscious, and the things deep within. And just to let you guys know, I'm a terrible shuffler, but you're still gonna get a reading out of it. Get a message. Alright. And now we're over to the integrating cards, the light cards. They help come up with solutions to the shadows. They deal with things you can do in the here and now. Alright. And now we over to the ands cards. For my sessions, they add more insight to the shadows and or integrating cards. And sometimes it's known to spice shit up. Alright. Now I'm going to pull your 3 shadow cards. 1, 2, 3. 3 integrating cards. You only need 1 for that part. 1, 2, and 3. And let's not forget the insight card. Alright, let's get ready to hop into this. Alright, so the spread for the day is safety, tolerating, and perception. So someone's perception of safety is a little twisted. Because someone's in a relationship with someone only for their safety that they provide. And they only tolerating the rest of his shenanigans or her shenanigans. Only thing this person is offering is safety for this person. That's why I said the perception is kind of twisted. Because I also get that this person is also abusive to you. So that's what I'm getting off the surface. But let's dive deep in the meat. Safety says, what makes you feel safe? Why does this bring you a sense of safety? At this point in my life, what's making me feel safe is my dogs. I got 3 of them, 3 pets. And why does it bring me a sense of safety? Needs no words, because it's understood by everybody why a dog, yeah, I get it. What about y'all? What makes y'all feel safe? Alright, moving on. Next card is tolerating. And tolerating says, what are you tolerating that you do not want to be? Think of self-sabotaging behaviors and thoughts. Well, in my situation, I'm tolerating living in this situation. Because I live in my trailer. I'm not in a house or anything like that. Practically homeless, let other people tell it though. So I'm only tolerating this situation is because it's helping me with my growth. This is where Spirit and the Most High has me for my spiritual growth. It's a hot one today, y'all. What about y'all? Alright. Next card is perception. And perception says, how do you think others see you? How would you like to be seen and why? It's a split on my behalf, because it's a 30-70 thing going. 30% people see me as a gentle giant. The other half sees me as intimidation. They're intimidated by me and try to avoid me. Yeah, that's how people see me. That's my perception on how people see me. And what else did he say? How would I like to be seen? At this point, given that, I would like to be seen as knowledgeable, helpful, and approachable, of course. Don't be scared to approach and talk to me. Although I'm not that good with conversation that much. As long as it's not too mundane. I don't like doing the mundane talk. Anyway, let's keep going. Now we're going to get you down here to the integrating cards. And the integrating cards that came up with this is power, emotional triggers, and celebration. And on the surface of these, I feel you're going to let go of some emotional buildup on this person that you with. Release some of that stress out, and it's gonna have you feeling like your old self, back in your power. And in the end, you're gonna celebrate self, getting back to yourself, taking your power back. That's what I'm getting off the surface of these. But let's dive deep. Power says, what does living to your fullest potential and power look like to you? Well, for me, since I was a child, there was only one thing I wanted to be. It may sound strange to everybody, but your boy wanted to be a superhero. I know I ain't the only one that wanted that when I was young. But I used to see my future in that, but it was different. Now that I've grown, I see my heroic self as being of service to others. Like I'm being right now, helping y'all with your shadows. Alright, I'm gonna head over here to the next card. Emotional triggers. Emotional triggers say, what are common emotional triggers you experience? And how can you regulate them in a healthy way? What common emotional triggers? The only thing that triggers my emotions is people with hostility. Hostility of the mouth. It gets my insides boiling. Whew. You don't want to know the half. But I keep that shit locked deep within, and I don't project that shit out. I just walk the fuck away. And I go meditate and try to calm myself from the being yelled at or something like that. Anyways, let's hop over to the next card. Celebration. And celebration says, how can you celebrate yourself? I guess I could get out more and have more fun, because I don't do that much. Seems like I'm always on edge to do something in my mental. I'm always fighting my demons in my head and stuff, so I don't be having time sometimes to celebrate myself, but they come in different points. Alright. Now we got your insight card. And your insight says who or what is informing this thought pertaining to that perception of y'all in this abusive relationship. that you want to call safety. So that's something you need to think about. And while y'all thinking about that, I'm going to get y'all out of here with K-On. Alright. Alright. Man, raw out there. Turn it up with that heat. It's hot. I'm going to go out there later, though. Give me some of that sun. Hey, soul brother. Back with another 3-card spread. The theme for today is safety, tolerating, perception, and the integrating cards that came out with that is power, emotional triggers, and celebration. Safety is paired with power. Tolerating is paired with emotional triggers. And perception is paired with celebration. And yeah, the insight card that came out with that is who or what is informing this thought. Everybody want to hear your advice, brother. Let's give it to them. Let's shine. All right. We almost done loading up. All right, here we go.
Oh, brother, this spread is deep because it hits the exact point where someone has been enduring, shrinking, and doubting themselves for far too long. Tonight's cards are about realizing where your energy leaks and reclaiming the power you gave away. Let's break it open with clarity and fire. Number 1, safety power. Safety paired with power says, open quote, you've been playing small to feel safe, but real safety comes from reclaiming your power. Close quote. Someone here learned early in life that staying quiet or compliant kept the peace. Maybe they avoided conflict. Maybe they walked on eggshells. Maybe they stayed invisible to avoid being hurt. But now, that old survival strategy is strangling their growth. Power is calling them to realize you are safe when you set boundaries. You are safe when you speak your truth. You are safe when you trust your inner authority. You are safe when you stop giving your energy to people who drain it. Safety doesn't come from hiding anymore. It comes from stepping into your power consciously. Number 2, tolerating. Emotional triggers. This one hits hard. Someone's been putting up with something that is destroying their peace. They've been tolerating disrespect, inconsistency, emotional games, guilt tripping, being overlooked, being undervalued. And the reason they tolerate it? Emotional triggers. This pairing says, open quote, you're tolerating what reminds you of an old wound, close quote. You stay because the dynamic feels familiar. You excuse red flags because you saw them in childhood. You normalize emotional chaos because your nervous system learned to survive it. But now the trigger is exposed. This is the moment where toleration ends and transformation starts. Number 3, perception. Celebration. Perception paired with celebration is beautiful. This says, open quote, Life looks different when you stop seeing yourself through wounds and start seeing yourself through wins. Close quote. Someone's perception is stuck in survival mode. They only see what's wrong, who's against them, what might go bad. But celebration shifts the lens. Look at what you've overcome. Look at what you've learned. Look at your progress. Look at the blessings right in front of you. This is the card telling someone you deserve to see yourself in the light of your victories, not your trauma. Insight card. Who or what is informing this? This is the heart of the reading. Spirit is asking, where did you learn to feel unsafe? Who taught you to tolerate instead of speak up? Whose voice shaped your perception of yourself? Are you acting from your soul or from an old wound? The moment they identify the voice behind the behavior, they reclaim their power. This question rewires everything. Final message. Speak it to their spirit, brother. To the one walking through this spread, your safety is not in silence. It's in strength. Your tolerance is not loyalty. It's a trigger. Your perception is not destiny. It's a lens you can change. Say this and mean it. I reclaim the power I gave away. I release what I've tolerated from old wounds. I shift my perception to recognize my growth. I choose myself with clarity and courage. Your next chapter requires a stronger version of you. And tonight's cards show exactly where that strength begins. Let it shine in the dark, brother.
Thank you, so, brother.
Oh, brother.
Say that shit again. Man. You spreaded some knowledge there. But we've reached the conclusion here. So, I ain't gonna hold y'all no longer. I hope y'all was taking notes. Your boy out. Love y'all. Peace.